Car dealerships are ripping people off, and most don't even know it. Today, we're exposing 15 scams that could cost you thousands, and how to shut them down. Even Ford, Chevy, and CarMax have been caught using shady tactics that left buyers with dangerous cars and massive bills. The first one feels safe, and that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Number 15. Certified pre-owned, but only on paper. You'd think a certified pre-owned car means peace of mind, inspected, reconditioned, backed by a warranty. But some dealerships turn that label into a shortcut. Instead of doing the full 100-plus point inspection, they slap on the CPO badge and skip fixing real problems. In a major FTC case, even General Motors and two big dealer groups were caught marketing CPO cars with open safety recalls, including vehicles with the deadly GM ignition switch defect. CarMax got hit too, forced to disclose recalls after selling certified cars with bad airbags, failing brakes, and more. Some buyers found out after the fact that their certified vehicle had frame damage or flood history. CPO buyers pay $1,000 to $2,000 more for that false sense of security, and 1 in 5 still ends up making repairs in the first few months. Always verify the inspection and check for recalls yourself, because right now, certified doesn't always mean safe. It just means you paid extra. Number 14. The CoSigner Swindle. This one's brutal because it preys on people just trying to help. The dealer says someone needs a cosigner to qualify, so you step in to support a friend or family member. But here's the scam. Instead of a joint loan, the dealer writes the paperwork with you as the only buyer. Your friend? They're nowhere on the loan or the title. It's called a straw purchase, and it's shady. Dealers might claim, "We just need you as the primary for the approval," but they'll be added to the title later. That part never happens. You're left legally owning the car and holding the full debt while someone else drives it. One woman co-signed for her brother and didn't find out until the repo notice came, and the loan was entirely in her name. She was on the hook for everything. If you're co-signing, verify exactly what you're signing. Don't rely on verbal promises, because if your name's on the dotted line and theirs isn't, you didn't help with a loan. You bought the car. You don't even have to step onto the lot to lose thousands. This next one starts with a deal that looks way too good. Number 13. The online listing scam. Some of the worst car scams don't happen on the lot. They start on your screen. Fake online listings have exploded in recent years. Scammers build polished websites, clone dealership logos, even steal real car photos, and post listings for vehicles they don't actually own. One group overseas created a full fake site impersonating a Kentucky dealer. Hundreds of people wired money for cars that never existed. But it's not always overseas. Some real dealers use bait and switch tactics online, posting cars at prices that include every conditional rebate stacked together. Military, college, loyalty, all at once. You'll see a $32,000 truck, call in, and get told it's actually $35,500 unless you qualify for everything. It's legal, but it's deceptive. There's also VIN cloning, fake escrow, identity theft, even people selling stolen cars online with falsified paperwork. Victims lose thousands and sometimes end up in legal messes when the car they bought turns out to be hot. Remember, if a listing feels too good to be true, it probably is. Verify everything and never wire money for a car you haven't seen in person. Number 12. Lemon laundering. This one's shady from bumper to bumper. When a car is bought back by a manufacturer under a lemon law because it had serious unfixable issues, it's supposed to get a branded title and full disclosure if resold. But shady dealers and auction houses have found a loophole. They ship those buybacks across state lines to places with weaker title laws, scrub the history, and resell the car as clean. It's called lemon laundering, and it's a real scam. Some of these cars still have chronic electrical faults, engine issues, or even mold from water leaks. But they get flipped with no hint of their troubled past. A 2019 study found lemon-branded cars sell for about $4,000 less, so the incentive to launder them is huge. The worst part? Most buyers never know. The title looks clean, the Carfax vague, and the red flags buried. Unless you run a deep VIN search through NMVTIS or check with your state's attorney general, you'd never know what you're buying. That's how lemon headaches quietly get passed from one owner to the next. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button, because the next time you walk into a dealership, you'll know more than the guy selling you the car. Number 11, odometer rollback fraud. It's one of the oldest scams in the book, and it's still going strong. Every year, an estimated 450,000 vehicles are sold with rolled back odometers. The average rollback? Around 50,000 miles. That's not just a number. It's a $2,000 to $4,000 ripoff per car. Even with digital dashboards, this scam hasn't gone away. It's just gone high-tech. Criminals now use reprogramming tools, chip swaps, or CAN blockers to suppress mileage readings. In some cases, sellers even replace the instrument cluster to hide a car's real wear. The scam isn't just about money, it's about safety. If you think your car has 70,000 miles, but it's actually got 120,000, you might skip critical maintenance like timing belt replacements until something blows. Worse, it's incredibly hard to detect. Carfax and AutoCheck only flag mileage issues if they have official reports to compare, and most don't. So unless you dig into service history or spot signs of wear that don't match the odometer, you might never know you bought a high-mileage clunker in disguise. But what if the problem isn't just the miles? It's the entire past of the car being wiped clean. Number 10, title washing. When a car gets totaled or flood damaged, the title should warn the next buyer. But with title washing, that warning disappears. Scammers move the car to a different state or falsify paperwork to clean the title and sell it as if nothing ever happened. After big hurricanes like Harvey and Irma, hundreds of thousands of flood cars were written off. Many were properly branded as salvage, but thousands more weren't. They got cleaned up, trucked across state lines, and sold with titles that looked spotless. Carfax now estimates over 347,000 flood-damaged vehicles from 2024 storms are already back on the market, posing as clean used cars. The danger? Washed title cars may look fine, but often have hidden frame damage, electrical corrosion, or missing airbags, and buyers pay full price, only to find out later when problems pile up or resale value tanks. In one case, a Florida man paid $18,000 for a clean car that turned out to be salvage. When he tried to sell it, he was offered less than half. It's fraud, plain and simple, and it costs victims thousands. Number 9, market adjustment, markups. This one turned car buying into a bidding war. During the vehicle shortage, dealers slapped on market adjustments. Sometimes $5,000, $10,000, even $50,000 over MSRP, just because they could. It wasn't for added features, it was pure profit. In 2022, 82% of new cars sold above sticker, and some buyers ended up instantly underwater on their loans. Ford Lightning buyers saw $54K markups. Some dealers charged $100K over for new Corvettes, and when the market cooled, values dropped, leaving buyers stuck with massive negative equity. By late 2024, trade-ins carried a record average of $6,800 in the red. Dealers disguised these markups as ADP, or market adjustment, and while it's technically legal, it eroded trust so badly that even automakers warned dealers to cut it out. Some customers resorted to campouts and lotteries just to pay MSRP. To avoid it, order directly from the factory, expand your search radius, or wait it out. No car is worth starting a loan upside down. The markup may sting, but what happens next is where the real pressure starts. Number 8, extended warranty pressure tactics. You've just agreed on a price, and now you're in the finance office. Relieved, maybe even excited. That's when it hits. The pitch. The finance manager leans in and says, "You'll want the extended warranty. Modern cars are expensive to fix." What they don't say? That warranty you're about to buy for $2,000 probably cost them $1,000 or less. Extended warranties are a goldmine for dealerships. They're one of the highest margin products they sell. And yet, according to Consumer Reports, 55% of people would have been better off skipping them. Nearly half never used theirs at all. But the scare tactics are slick. It's just $30 more a month for peace of mind, they'll say. Or worse, they'll imply it's required to get financing. It's not. That's illegal. Most of these plans overlap with your factory warranty for the first few years, and by the time they might kick in, many buyers have already traded in or sold the car. Always read the fine print and never let fear write the check. Number 7. Junk add-ons. That pad dealer profits. You'd think a car deal is about the price of the car, but dealers make serious money on the extras, like charging $400 for VIN etching that costs them $20 in materials, or bundling appearance packages with nitrogen-filled tires and paint sealant for $2,200 when the real cost is closer to $100. These add-ons are often pre-installed, not optional, and quietly baked into the price. One Florida Mazda dealer added an $899 accessories fee to every car, whether you asked for it or not. Customers were told the etching or fabric protector was already applied. Take it or leave it. The kicker? Many of these products provide little to no real benefit. Paint sealant? It's glorified wax. Nitrogen in your tires? You're already driving on 78% nitrogen. Insurance savings for VIN etching? Often zero. Don't fall for it. Ask for an itemized out-the-door price. Check if the add-ons are truly optional, and be ready to walk away if they won't remove them. It's your money. Don't let them bury it in filler. And while you're arguing over wheel locks and etching fees, the real scam might be happening on the loan paperwork. Number 6. Interest rate lies that cost you thousands. This one's all about what the finance manager doesn't show you. A common scam is telling you your credit isn't great, just low enough to bump your interest rate. But here's the truth. Dealers have lied to buyers with 720+ scores, saying they only qualified for subprime rates. In one real case, a buyer later checked and found their FICO was 780. The dealer told them it was in the 600s. It's easy to pull off. Most buyers never see their credit report at the dealership. The dealer simply says, "This is the best we could get," and you believe it. It's not technically illegal unless they lie on paper, but it's incredibly deceptive. And it adds up. Even a 2% markup on a $25,000 loan could cost you over $2,200 in extra interest. Don't rely on what the dealer says. Always check your credit beforehand and get a loan pre-approval from your bank or credit union. Walk in with options, and you'll never fall for this one. Number 5, add-on insurance cramming. This is when the dealer slips optional insurance, like gap, credit life, or disability coverage, into your loan, sometimes without fully explaining it or even without your consent. They'll bundle it under vague names like payment protection and roll the cost into your financing. You might not even notice until the loan papers are signed, and by then, it's too late. These add-ons can add hundreds or even thousands to the loan total, and you'll pay interest on every penny. Dealers love them because they keep 50 to 70% of that money as pure profit. One buyer found a $1,100 credit life policy buried in their contract. They never asked for it. Some dealers falsely claim these products are required for financing, especially with subprime buyers or military members. That's illegal. Federal law says lenders cannot force you to buy extra coverage to get approved. Want to avoid it? Ask for a line-by-line breakdown before signing, and always say no to anything labeled optional unless you've reviewed it yourself in writing. You're not just signing over money. In the next one, you might be handing over your way out. Number 4, the key captive tactic. You hand over your keys so the dealer can appraise your trade or move your car. Then suddenly, your keys are nowhere to be found. This isn't clumsiness, it's a tactic. Dealers know that if they physically keep your keys, they can keep you there longer. And the longer you stay, the more likely you are to cave to their numbers. Some even joke about it in training, keeping the keys in their pocket so the buyer doesn't have an exit plan. There are countless reports of buyers having to raise their voice, threaten to call police, or in one case, actually call 911 just to get their keys back. It's not just rude, it flirts with unlawful detention. And yet, it's so common that car buying guides now say, never give them your only key. Bring a spare. If you do hand it over, make it crystal clear. I'll need those back right after the appraisal. Don't let your keys become a sales tool. So they kept your keys. Next, they'll keep something worse. Watch out. Number 3, the negative equity trade-in trap. This one sounds helpful on the surface, but it's a financial sinkhole hiding in plain sight. Here's how it works. You owe more on your current car than it's worth, and the dealer says, "No problem, we'll pay off your loan and get you into a new ride." What they don't tell you? They're not erasing that debt. They're just rolling it into your new loan. That means you're now financing your old car, plus your new one. By the end of 2024, nearly 25% of trade-ins were underwater, with an average of over $6,000 in negative equity being rolled forward. Some buyers were carrying over $15,000 in unpaid debt before even driving the new car off the lot. To soften the sting, dealers often stretch the new loan to 72 or 84 months, keeping the payment affordable while quietly locking you into years of upside-down payments. It's an emotional hook with long-term consequences. The smart move? Know your trade-in value and loan payoff first. If you're upside down, consider waiting, refinancing, or paying it down, not stacking debt on top of debt. Before we hit the final scam, and it's a bold one, let's take a quick detour into something dealers hide deeper than any fee: your true interest rate. Before the final twist, here's how dealers quietly profit off your loan without changing the car price. Number 2, dealer interest rate markups. Here's one of the quietest ways a dealership can cost you thousands, without you even realizing it. When you finance through the dealer, they act as the middleman. The lender might approve you at 5%, but the dealer tells you it's 7% and pockets the 2% difference. That's called the dealer reserve. You never see the buy rate, and the extra interest gets rolled into your monthly payment like it was always yours to pay. It's shockingly common. Nearly 4 out of 5 loans are arranged by dealers, and they mark up the rate in most cases. The result? Buyers collectively pay over $25 billion in hidden interest over the lives of their loans. And it hits hardest on those with lower credit, who are 33% more likely to face repossession when saddled with padded rates. The solution? Get pre-approved from a credit union or your bank before walking in. If the dealer can't beat it, don't let them finance you. You're not just negotiating price, you're negotiating your APR too. Number 1, the yo-yo financing trap. You sign the papers, drive off happy, then get a call days later saying the financing fell through. That's the start of a yo-yo sale, and it's one of the dirtiest tricks in the book. Consumer advocates call it the most common financing abuse auto fraud lawyers see. Dealers tell you the deal's done, take your trade-in, and send you home in the new car. Then, once your leverage is gone, they call you back and demand you re-sign under worse terms. Higher APR, added fees, even a bigger down payment. In reality, banks rarely change their terms. The callback is often just a chance for the dealer to boost their profit. Sometimes, they've already sold your trade, forcing you to comply or walk away empty-handed. The FTC is cracking down, calling spot delivery deceptive and proposing rules to stop it. Until then, never leave the lot unless your financing is 100% final. And get that in writing. You've protected your wallet. Now protect your engine. Our next video shows shocking but simple ways to revive lost power and boost life. Hit play and feel the difference.